My name is Amanda Williams, and I am an assistant professor in the School of Communication Studies. And my teaching tip is to consider low-stake assessments to boost students' confidence and anxiety when they're taking tests. I teach research methods to journalism and broadcasting students, and surprise, it's maybe not their favorite class. They have a lot of lingo and terminology they need to learn, and one of the ways we had done that typically was to use a summative quiz where they are tested. Students had all sorts of anxiety over this. They weren't used to doing quizzes. It really stressed them out. So what we tried, and it was really exciting to see the difference it made, were practice quizzes. And I know it sounds like a real simple tip, but these practice quizzes were really low stakes, and everybody got the same grade, whether they got a 1 out of 10 on them or a 10 out of 10. We then used those quizzes in the classroom to situate our lecture. So we would know exactly what students were struggling with, and we would pull up the quiz, de-anonymized, of course, and we could see all of the areas where students were really struggling, and that became the focus of the lecture for the class. And it was really wonderful. At first, I was a little nervous because I thought students might feel shamed if they saw, again, their names weren't up there, but if they saw that there were low scores. But what students said to me is it really made them feel better because they knew that other people were struggling with the same thing. And you don't always see that when you're quizzing people in a typical way in the classroom. I think the impact is it's really reduced anxiety going in. I think students know what to expect. They know areas where they've struggled, and they've had some real personalized learning through the lectures as a result of that. I think it makes lectures more fun. I never know what it is that students are struggling with because, until they do the quizzes, my lecture might be about something quite different. And it means that our lecture is more of a collaborative conversation about the areas that they're really struggling with, as opposed to areas I think they need to know. You can't make the quizzes as something that are worth grades because that won't reduce their anxiety, and it doesn't allow for the conversation where it allows them to take risks. So that's the first thing, is you really want to create an environment where students can feel like it's okay to not do well the first go round, and really use that as a way to have a conversation. I also think using Google Forms is really great because the analytics and the way it shows things visually with a question is really great. You can see for each response in a little pie graph, this many students got it right, this many didn't. So I think actually showing students so they have some buy-in to why you're focusing on that topic can be really, really useful that way.